The time right now is 3:30 and it's beautiful weather outside. I should do some homework. Look at my office. There's socks, garbage again, and wow, this place is filthy. I should probably go outside to do some homework. Oh. What is with all the noise? Oh, a baby! That's why! I don't understand. Why would people want to have kids? They're so annoying. Always crying and just tons of responsibility. I don't see any point in it. So according to me, I'd say with the idea of why having the kid, I thought the best way to figure it out is actually spend a day with a kid and see how it is to be a parent. Luckily, my friend Ivan and Rebecca are willing to help me out with this task. So tomorrow I'm gonna head to their house and spend a day with them to see if I can find any reason behind having the kid. The time now is 7:54 and I'm about to start my journey to the family's place. They usually start their day around 8:15, so should be able to make there in time. So it's 8:08. I've already arrived family's place. Now all I'm gonna do is just wait for them to start their day. When I enter their house, they're already having breakfast. This is the first thing they do when they get up. In front of the camera sits Vincent. He's 2 years old now, and on his left is his mom Rebecca, who's mainly in charge of taking care of him in the house. And here is his father Ivan, who is usually the one taking him to the playground and comforting him when he's upset. After breakfast, Rebecca will help Vincent brush his teeth.
哎，没有 cake 啊！啊，好好，我答应你了，我跟你去买一块，好吧？你好好的，上好点。As we're going to do some grocery shopping, a problem has occurred. Vincent refused to put his pants on, and the parents couldn't figure out why he was doing this. He asked me to put his pants on, but when I was helping, he quickly changed his mind. After a while, Rebecca finally realized that Vincent wants to put on 2 pants at the same time. But after she figures out the reason, Vincent still refuses to put on his pants. 你本事大的嘛，外边去。没有办法穿2条的，那你2条都不穿了，好吧？这个就是 terrible two。有3个人不懂，还要找爷去做。After about 5 minutes of arguing, Rebecca has given up. And now Ivan tries to bait him to feed the fish so he can take away one of the 2 pants he's holding, which resulted in failure. At the end, little bribery wins the round. Vincent finally decides to give away one of his pants for exchange of Santa's chocolate. 拿一条穿好了，Santa 再来。对。拿一条穿好，Santa 再来，穿好你的裤裤，Santa 就来了。好像有的，有。那要不要？哎，自己找。有没有？是谁？Nothing happened on the way to the grocery shopping. When they arrived, Dad will go into the store and take whatever they need for the week, and Mom will stay in car to take care of Vincent. We went back home after the grocery, and it's Vincent's favorite time where he gets to go to the playground with his dad. Ivan would push him to the park where they would spend about 2 hours with Vincent playing with all kind of stuff and his dad watching over him for the most of the time. In the meanwhile,
Rebecca will be preparing lunch and cleaning the house while the two are playing here. I also met some parents who shared their thoughts with me on having children, and here's what they have to say.
No regrets. It's tiring, it's demanding, but it makes life so much more fulfilling.
I say that what my parents told me is once you have kids, you can never go back to imagining life without kids. I don't know what I would do with my time, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else with my time, but kids keep you out of trouble.
It's 1 p.m. and Vincent is having his lunch. After lunch, he will go to sleep until 4. Although he doesn't like to sleep, Rebecca will comfort him until he falls asleep. When he wakes up, Ivan will take him to another park for the afternoon. There are some other kids in the park, but Vincent doesn't like to play with them, so Ivan has to play with him for another half an hour. Around 6:30 is dinner time for Vincent. Since Rebecca cooked lunch, Ivan will cook dinner. After dinner, they will help Vincent take a bath, and that concludes their day. The time right now is 8:34. I have to get back home due to the curfew. I still have an interview I haven't finished yet, so I'm gonna head back to their place tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna ask them 2 questions. The first one being, what is the point having a kid? And the second one will be, is it worth it having children? What do you think is the point having the kids?
When he was born, this is the most exciting moment. And 1 year later, suddenly he stood up and began to walk the first step. Now we witnessed it, and we take the video. So exciting. And
just
during
like
this process, we also learn a lot.
Just like when you like a witness, you witness a little baby grow up like gradually like an adult.
Yeah.
A lot of the moment like put them together. I feel, oh wow, I can witness him from a baby to an adult.
Yeah.
Because of him, I learned a lot, like how to take care of a little baby, and how to teach him, and how to talk to him, and how to understand him. These kind of things remind my childhood, and remind how my parents raised me up, and I feel like, oh, what is the true love and the relationship between my parents and between my son. I can understand more decent.
Yeah.
It's not like an investment. Like you invest money, you want some interest back. It's not that like that. Totally not. Having kids, it's not about like you want him pay back or you want him to take care of you after you become a senior people. No, it's not about that. It's about, for me, it's about having him is a way that I can see myself. From him, I can see myself. He's just like a copy of me. Like I can see his habit and his preference, and he just like it reminds my childhood. And I was feel like, when I was a kid, I had the same like preference. Like I love sweets, and I don't like strangers. I don't like to talk a lot, that kind of things, and it remind my childhood. And so it's having kids is about it's just looking in the mirror. I look at him, I feel like I just look at my childhood, and it give me a lot of memories, and help me to understand myself a lot. Yeah. So it's not about like worse or not. It's about because of him, I feel I'm trying to improve myself and become a better me. It's like that. It's more like a lesson. So you were not or reading a book. You were not asked if it's worth to read a book or not. Any books, any movies, any, I don't know, like things that you will learn something having kids just like that.
After spending a day with the family and the interview, I realized that having a kid is not totally pointless. I can see this as an investment, like how much money do I invest and how much do I get from it. It's more like an emotional experience, self-improvement, and an expensive one. So I think if I have the time and the money, I'd like to try it at least once in my life. And to be honest, I wasn't really expecting making this documentary to change my view on having a kid, but it actually did. So that's that. And thank you for watching.